Hello. Yeah, hi. So, hello everyone. So, today we'll start with an introduction to data science. So, basically, the questions that we need to answer is what is data science? How do we use it? What, how, and why? How, how is it done? And why is it done? So, basically, before studying any of these subjects, we need to understand the what, how, and why. And data science, as you might have heard, is a very emerging field in recent scenario and we learn it, and I think so it's part of the curriculum at Bennett University as well. So I'm making these videos keeping that in mind. So let's start. What is data science? So what do we mean by data science? Basically, if I were to tell you in layman terms, data science is basically extracting useful insights or establishing trends. Establishing trends, figuring out patterns using data. Now what is data? Data is basically a raw collection of facts. So let's take for example, let's say I have a data of let's say salaries of employees. Okay. And let's say employee number one has salary, suppose 10,000. We don't need this column. We'll just say it like that only. Let's say employee number two has salary 15,000. Let's say employee number three has salary 25,000. Let's say employee number four has salary 50,000. And let's say employee number five has salary 5,000. So we have salaries of five employees. This is basically what the employees are getting. Employees are getting. This is simple salary. We don't know anything about how much days they are working, how much everything, or what role do have. Are they managers? Are they workers? Or are they anything else? We just have raw fact. Every this is number employee 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 employees have this much salary. So this is what data is: a raw collection of facts, raw facts. Now let's say we want to establish some information from it. Information, or if we can say knowledge, is basically we use data, interpret it, and reach to a certain conclusion. So if we were to take this above data set, we had five employees whose salaries were namely 10, 15, 25, 50, and 5. So 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, 5,000, and I think so 15,000 was the number. Yeah, 15,000. These were the five salaries. If I want to establish some information, I can tell you that how much is the average salary of employees. Average salary would be how much? We'll take out the mean. So 10 plus 15 plus 25 plus 50 and plus 5. How much would this amount to be? This amount to be 15 and 25 would be 40, and 50, 1 lakh, 1 lakh 5,000. And how much? How many number of employees are there? There are five. So the average salary would come out to be 1 lakh 5,000 divided by 5. So this would come out to be 5 2 is 10, 5 1 is 5, 21,000. The average salary would be 21,000. This is the information that I extracted from the given data. I had simply five values, which were the salaries, and it was data. But I was able to extract that the average salary equals to 21,000. This is my information. This is what elementary data science is. That we found something from the numbers that we had. So we had five random numbers, and we found some knowledge about those numbers. So this is what elementary data science is. That finding out information from given raw data. Now this is a very small set of data. We have further a very advanced concept of data pre-processing, data cleaning, data cutting, data segregation, and that we'll learn as we move forward in the course. But this is what happens in data science. We clean, cut, and obtain information from data, and from that data that we obtain, we can establish patterns and we can predict what will happen in the future as well. So that is what that is what we learn in the higher, when we study more in data science. But this is what data science is, and now we'll come to how is it done. So the next question that we answer is how is it done? Data science deals with, at least in the academic level, deals with a lot of numbers. It deals with categorical data, it deals with ordinal, nominal, etc. These all kinds of data types are there. So to perform data science, to perform data science, a heavy focus on statistics is required. Statistics is required along with probability as well. So basically using the method of statistics and probability, a lot of other mathematical tools are also required, but statistics and probability are the ones that are heavily focused on. Now we answer our third question, that was why is it done? So our third question was why is it done? See, as the world grows, businesses, individuals, and any entity for that matter have loads and loads of data, a lot of data. Okay, if it's a business, they have their cash flow statements, their revenue statements, their profit and loss ledgers. I don't know the actual term. I'm just telling you that what all the businesses need. Their market penetration numbers, at how much are they actually selling. If it's an individual, let's say if an individual is buying some product, so comparison of products, comparison of product prices. We all compare prices while buying something, or some return on investment on education, return on investment on education, cars, or anything we do. So anything we do. So data science is required to help us make better decisions when we have a lot of dependent parameters to decide from. Let's say, for example, in earlier times before data science techniques were utilized, let's say if a company had to launch a product, the company either had to manually survey the market that didn't have any pre-existing data available. The demographics, the demographical data varied as well, and it could not be done at a large scale and at a large scale because it was manual. We didn't have machines and everything. Even if we had statistical tools, we didn't have the modern day technology to do things at a very large scale. After data science, what businesses and what the businesses were able to do, they were able to analyze the correct need for their products. They were able to analyze the demographical variance as well. With help of previous data, they were able to establish the product performance in future as well. This was the what, how, and why of data science. Hope you all had a decent understanding at what all data science is and what do we do with it and how it is utilized, and you get an basic idea. I'll see you in the next lecture where we'll delve deeper into the topic, and till then, explore a little bit about data science, see if it piques your interest. you know let's hope the series continues. Thank you.